welcome. My name is Lumina and I'd like to share with you just a short, spirited flow that can just bring a little more energy, vitality and strength into the body. We'll start standing, so with your feet unwrapped, so happy feet nice and open, and having the feet either hip distance apart or maybe a little bit wider so you feel this nice sense of stability in your stance. So we'll start with a deep inhalation, sweeping the arms open and lifting them all the way up. Exhaling, palms come together in front of the heart space. So do 2 more rounds. Inhale, opening up, feeling the breath move across the sides of the ribs, all the way up, lengthening, and exhaling, drawing it into the heart center. Inhale, feel that energy moving, rising up, circling around, and exhaling into the heart center. Keeping the hands here at the heart space, pressing palm to palm, so feeling a nice broadness across the collarbones. We'll soften the chin towards the chest. You can keep the gaze open with the eyes settled on a non-moving point, or you can close the eyes. Either way, send the mind's eye deep and low into the 4 corners of the feet. Feeling the weight of the body settling. Rooting down evenly between the left and the right foot, between the front of the feet and the back of the heels. Feeling the whole base of the feet broadening, becoming receptive to that powerful, stable earth energy beneath you. Sensing not just the base of the feet, but lifting that inner gaze to the tops of the feet, circling around the ankles, up the shins, up towards the knees, and noticing if you're really locking the knees, just keeping the knees nice and soft, lifting the inner gaze up the length of the thighs, into the pelvis. Pelvic bowl is nice and neutral. Noticing the space around the belly, the whole of the belt line, so the front of the belly, the sides of the waist, the back. And then lifting that inner gaze up the length of the spine, across the rib cage. Up into the collarbones, over the shoulders, up the length of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. Noticing the head just perfectly perched, not leaning too far forward or back. See if you can soften the chin, the jaw, the cheeks. With your next inhalation, big deep inhale in through the nose. Open the mouth and let the breath go, a deep sigh. Inhaling broad across the rib cage into the sides of the waist. Exhaling out through the mouth. Feel the lower belly pull in and up. 1 more cycle of breath this way. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Releasing the hands. Inhale, sending the arms, lifting, sweeping all the way up, lifting the gaze, stretching. Exhale, pressing the palms down. Bring the chin down to the chest, rolling the crown of the head down, rolling the shoulders down. The whole upper body descends over the pelvis. Draw the lower belly in and up. And as you inhale, press down into the feet. Keep the knees soft, the tailbone heavy as you rise all the way up. Inhaling, keep that inhalation all the way up into the fingertips. Exhale, turn the hands out. Chin goes down. We feel the whole upper body start to round, rolling down. Pushing into the 4 corners of the feet, rising up through the next inhalation. 1 more round this way. Inhale, lifting up, lengthening. Exhale, turn the palms down, press the air down. Chin floats down to the chest,
Round and roll all the way down, descending. Press down into the feet, rooting down to rise back up to standing. Nice. And we'll come into some nice breath of joy. Breath of joy is a 3-part inhalation and a big exhale. First part of the inhale, we sweep the arms up. Next part is out. Next part, the arms sweep forward and all the way up. Big exhalation, soft knees, out through the mouth. So we'll come to the side to show you. Inhaling 1 part up, out, all the way up. Big exhale. You can take it slow. You can pick up the pace. We'll do about 6 more rounds. Inhaling, coming back to standing, hands at the heart space. Feeling some of that energy, feeling the beating of the heart beneath the thumbs. And regulating your heart rate with a steady, even flow of breath. So communicating with that heart space. Engaging in a full, balanced breath. Releasing the hands. We're going to bring a wider stance in the feet. So opening up the hips. The toes are pointing out. Yeah? And we're going to bend one knee at a time. I like to call this a proserita speed skater. Alright, so we're just going to open up one side of the leg, bending. So it's almost like a little half malasana yogic squat. But you can feel free to allow the upper body to move however you'd like, whatever feels nice for this sort of intuitive motion. Softening the shoulders, releasing the arms, swaying. You could have your fingertips down, so you could focus more on the legs, lengthening, sending your breath into any tension in the hips, the inner groin, maybe peeling up the toes. Nice, toes still pointing out. We're going to lower the hips down. Inhaling, lifting, lengthening the legs, opening broad across the fingertips. Exhale, lower the hips down and bring the hands in front of you like you've got a big beach ball in front of you. Inhale, find length as that inhalation radiates from the strength of the solar plexus out to the limbs. Continuing, sinking down. Inhale, feel the activation of the back body muscles supporting that openness. Breath is nice and full. Three more times. Exhalation sinks you down. Inhalation opens and radiates out. One more time. We're going to lower down and we're going to stay low, right? Ball of energy in front of you. And we're going to take that ball over to one side. Back heel is going to lift, spinning into a low lunge. Let's take that back knee down. Inhale, lift the hands up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come down. We'll lift that back knee, and through that squat, turn to the other side. Now the back heel also lifts, back knee lowers down, inhale, rising up. Exhale, ball of energy in front of the heart. Pick up that back knee, bring it back to center. Let's go each side once again, lowering the knee. This time let's lower the hands and lift the right hand. Opening into a twist. Exhaling down. Inhale, pick up the back knee. We're coming through center. Other side. A lot of core strength, a lot of opening. Lower the right hand. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhaling down, lots of control, picking up the back knee, coming through center. Let's do it again. Other side. This time, keep the back knee lifted. So it's a nice high lunge. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, ball of energy in front of you. Keeping those knees bent, coming through center. Keep the back knee lifted this time. Inhaling, crescent lunge. Exhaling, hands at the heart. Bring it through center. Let's do one more time for each side. Back knee is going to stay lifted. You can exhale though, lower the hands to frame the front foot, and inhale, spin open into the twist. Lowering the top hand down, holding onto that ball of light or energy in front of the heart, taking it for the other side. Back knee stays lifted. Inhale, exhale, lower the hands down, open into the twist. Lower that top hand, lots of control. Ball of energy guides you. Back to center. Nice. We're going to go once again into the low lunge. Back knee down. This time we're going to do a lizard lunge. So taking that front foot and move it all the way off the mat. So your big toes, your big toe, and all your other toes are going to be off the mat. You'll lower the hands down and soften the pelvis really low into your lizard lunge. Finding length here for the left side of the hip, front of the hip. Extensor gets a nice little stretch. And then we're going to come into a side plank variation. We'll start by taking this right foot and move it so it's about halfway, midway length on the, or off of the mat. Taking your left forearm, lowering it down, curl the back toes, pick up the back knee. We'll spin onto the pinky toe edge of the back foot and open into a little side plank Vashisthasana variation. Inhale, lift that right hip. Exhale, we're going to dive it down into a little twist. Inhale, opening up, reaching, exhale, dive it down into the twist. It's as if you've picked up something from the ceiling and you're going to put it into your side pocket. 3 more. Last 2, full breath guides you. Last one, lifting. Exhale, put that piece of sunshine into your pocket. Nice. We're going to come out the same way we were coming in. So spin the back heel, lifting it up. Lower the knee down. But instead of stepping this right foot forward, let's step it back and come into a forearm plank with the knees down. Now you can stay low down like this, just working on pushing those elbows down into the earth, really activating the pectorals, so doming the upper back body. But if you'd like to sauce it up a little bit, keep that energy moving, you can pick up one knee at a time. Just going for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Lower the left knee. Step that right foot back into the lizard lunge. So rising up into the palms of the hands or the fingertips. Make sure that right foot is nice and high up. We're going to lift and come back into those fun little squats. Turning all the way to the other side. Right knee is now going to come down. Left toes come off of the mat. So nice and wide. The pelvis softens down low. And you can just rock yourself a little side to side. Breathing into the front of the right hip. A little swaying might feel really nice. And then setting up for that other side, I'm going to walk that front foot so that it's about halfway on the mat now. My right forearm is going to come down, forearm parallel to the top of the mat. Curl the back toes, pick up the knee. Come onto the pinky toe edge of that back foot, and as you open the left arm, you're in your side plank variation once again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale into the twist. Pop it in your pocket. Inhale, opening. Exhale, put it in your pocket. 3 more. Nice. From here, I'm going to keep it fired up. So I'm going to come right into my forearm plank for this side, keeping the back knee lifted. You can always lower down into that lower variation, but I'm going to keep it a little spicy. The last bit here, I'm going to lengthen one leg, lifting at a time. 5 for each side. 4, 3, really feeling the strength of the back body, pushing those elbows down. 2, and 1. Lift and lengthen, lift and lengthen. Beautiful. Let's walk the feet in towards those elbows just a little bit, coming into a nice dolphin pose. 3 big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Lower the knees down and come to kneeling. We're going to inhale, open the arms nice and wide. Exhale, let's take the right elbow over the left. You can intertwine the fingers, you can just rest the hands on the shoulders. Either way, draw the elbows away from you and lift them up. And here it's quite nice to either come into gentle twists, or maybe once again swaying a little bit, softening the shoulders, breathing into that space between the shoulder blades. Right elbow is going to lead the way, so as you inhale, open, the right hand comes up, the left hand thumb points down, and we come into our Gomukhasana hands. Now you might just hold on to the back of your shirt, or you might have a strap behind you, or if you can interlock the hands into the Ganesha grip. Either way, inhaling, making sure that that top elbow doesn't bully the chin down. We want to keep the head nice and lifted, lengthen the spine. Another cycle or 2 of breath. Big inhalation opens you back into your broad wingspan, and now it's the left elbow that's going to go on top. Finding whatever arm configuration works better for you. And then just allowing the spine to softly move intuitively. Maybe gentle twists, maybe a little forward bend, maybe you circle the fingers. Left elbow is still going to lead the way, so as you inhale, you open up and send the left hand up. Now it's the right then that spins down, opening into our Gomukhasana arms, keeping that head held high. The breath moving up the length of the spine, radiating out into the sides of the ribs. And with your next exhalation, release the hands. And just place the palms facing up, softening the eyes closed. And taking a moment to scan the body now from the crown of the head, down along the forehead, the temples, circling around the eyes and the cheeks, down the bridge of the nose, to the tip of the nose, the nostrils, the upper lip, the lower lip, the jaw. Sensing how the head is perched over the shoulders. Softening the shoulders down and back as you settle that inner gaze down the length of the arms, past the elbows into the forearms and the palms of the hands, down along the length of the spine, into the pelvis. Feeling from the pelvis the energy of the legs, the thighs, the knees, shins, ankles and heels, all the way down to the tips of the toes. Taking a moment here to lift the ends of the lips into a gentle, joyous grin. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for bringing energy and vitality into your body-mind. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.